finger wants to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds taking shape. We are diamonds taking shape.
Hey Siri, read my script.
Such a fool. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling for you and everything you do. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling for you and everything you do.
play some to me.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the T.S.O. Live Talk Show, brought to you by the one and only The Voice 17104. This is your girl Maya coming straight to you, straight out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TSOLiveTalkShow.com. Or you can, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can actually watch us live in the studio on our Facebook live feed. To all of our followers who are watching us right now, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Share with all your friends. Throw it in their DMs. Don't slide in their DMs, but you could throw it in the DMs. I'm joking.
What is a DM? Doc Martin?
Huh?
Is it a
I don't
No,
know
the
what she's
DM is
talking
a
about.
sign, like, that's, you know, it goes down in the DM. It goes down. Okay, I'm by myself. Okay,
Justin,
well,
I am tragically on hip. It's all right.
Me too, buddy.
It's
sorry
okay.
about that. Well, before we get started with the show, I just want to let everybody know what TSO Live is. TSO Live is a youth organization based out of Abilene, Texas. We were created to give the teens the forum to speak their views and share their ideas globally and within their community. Also, bring forth future leaders, teachers, judges, and ambassadors, and to bring back the remembrance of upholding the 10 Commandments. So, like I say every Monday, we are based out of Abilene, Texas. So, shout out to all of our Texas listeners. We appreciate you guys for all of the support and dedication. Continue to like, share, and comment on all of our social media outlets. That's how you know it's live radio, because I always mess up somewhere. Also, if you can't catch us on our Facebook Live page, we are now starting to do the YouTube Live. So if you want to catch us on YouTube, that is TSO Live Talk Show. You can catch us on YouTube as well. Before we go to the news events of the day, I do want to give out our contact information. Our email is tsolivetalkshow@gmail.com. There you can send us all your, if you're an artist, you can send us your music. If you would like to be part of the show, you can send us your bio. Or if you just have questions for either Justin, Hygeia, Zelia, or myself, that is definitely a way to get a hold of us. Our call-in number for today, 717-910-4462.
Every day.
And every Monday, don't forget to call in. Don't make us have to come find you. We don't mind having to come find you. We don't want to have to come find you, but we will come find you. So definitely don't be afraid to call in. Also, I already said our email address. Our webpage, definitely go on the TSO Live, www.tsolive.com. Go on there, and there you can listen to our previous shows. Also, you can read about the business, and if you would like to be a part of it, then you can definitely send us your email at tsolivetalkshow@gmail.com. I forgot to ask how everybody's week went. Zelia, Justin, Hygeia.
Ham.
I did totally just bam. But how did you guys' week go / weekend?
Oh, mine was pretty good. Went to Lancaster on Saturday or Sunday. That was a fun time. Went down there for brunch. Just had a pretty fun day.
Okay, I don't know why I can't hear anything. But that sounds good. What about you, Justin, Azelia? Giselia, your new name. Yes, your radio.
Justin and Azelia.
Your new radio name is Giselia.
I like that name, actually.
That's a nice name. That's a quality
Giselle.
name.
My day was like any other day.
Simple. And
Yeah.
She's done.
What about you, Hygeia? How was your weekend?
Okay.
How was your week?
My week was very busy, as usual. I would love to come here and say I had a relaxing day. I don't think I don't see it in my future. But anyways, we had to go to New York. Ramesh has an audition Thursday. So we took the train in the morning, 7 a.m.
This week?
That shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, this Thursday, last Thursday.
Oh man. Okay.
We went for a 15-minute audition. Took the train 3.5 hours. And then to get back 3.5 hours, we got back here at 6. So the whole day was shot. So I had to move my work to Friday and, the weekend. So that's my weekend. My week.
Okay. I didn't do much. You guys know all I did was work. That's all I ever do, I feel like. But it's so good to be back in the studio and be back with you guys. We got an awesome show. We're going to be, we're still in our Educating You Stage 2, getting into it. And today we're on part 3 of our series, The Road to Success. And we're going to be talking about financing, financing your dreams. So before we get started with that, we're going to go ahead and go into the news events of the day.
Justin.
Okay. All right. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it.
That was not. That was admittedly not quite what I was expecting to happen.
Really?
Oh, that was right on it. That was right on it.
Yeah, that was pretty on time. I suppose that was the start to that next instrumental there.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, let me find these news events just a sec.
Yeah, you're fine. For anybody, if you want a news event that you would like for us to talk about on our show, definitely send it to us. Either you can send it to us on Facebook, our Facebook Messenger that's T.S.O Live Talk Show, or you can send it to us through our email, that's TSO Live Talk Show @gmail.com. So any one of those avenues, if you want to send us anything, that's definitely the way to do it.
Okay. Now, to talk about something that's even going to affect the lives of teens more than us, and it's affecting our lives pretty significantly. They found a new patch of plastic. You've heard of these in the past. They call them ocean gyres, where they're big patches of trash and refuse and plastic found in the oceans, especially in the Pacific, but they're in the Atlantic as well. Now, they have found a new patch in the South Pacific Ocean that is 3 times the size of Texas. 3 times the size of Texas.
Oh, wow.
And that seemed like it hit a little close to home to you all, because that's where you're from, and you know how big Texas is.
Texas is huge.
Texas is big. It's the 2nd largest state in the union.
It takes you like
I
16
believe.
hours just to get out of there. No.
Yeah, especially if you go in circles.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, don't go in circles.
Well, if you go in circles, it'll take you way more than 16 hours to get out of there.
And they were saying that this patch in particular was made of what they call micro beads. That's the really small beads that plastics can degrade into, but also that are found in shampoos and body washes and things like that. And even aspects of plastic that we don't even, that it's not just throwing something away, although that's a huge problem too. It's just embedded into what we make.
So are you saying that they dump the trash into the Pacific?
What ends up there somehow.
Did they specifically say how would this happen? Like, how did we get there?
Well, the basic idea behind these gyres or these patches is that this is where the ocean currents cross in the Pacific, and if you ever study the ocean currents, it's pretty interesting. But it's where they interact with other currents, and this just gets stuck in the middle.
Wow.
So this could be coming from either, I suppose in the South, it could come from the Northern Hemisphere, I suppose, but mostly it's going to be from Australia and South America, just on that southern half of the Earth. So let's say somewhat centralized, but this is a huge problem. This is huge.
So are you saying that they just found a whole bunch of trash besides?
No, that's why they found the other one sooner, actually, because that was these bigger pieces of plastic and trash.
Oh wow, okay.
This, well, once you're in it, you know it's there. Like it's
Right.
gonna be like a soup. Like it's gonna be even hard to see through it. But in this case, it's just smaller pieces of plastic that aren't especially visible from afar. But if you get close, you can see it.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell that it's affecting marine life,
Yeah.
plants, and the
Okay.
fish that are in the region.
So how is it getting there? Is it because people are throwing bottles into the ocean, trash?
Could be different.
In part, it could be from, not in whole, but passing ships and everything. It could be, well, cruise liners definitely dump their trash in the ocean sometimes. They're not supposed to, certainly. They do. But then, yeah.
Humans are not doing what they're supposed to do to save the environment, because there is a lot of disbelievers Who doesn't believe in global warming or any issue that we create?
Yeah, I still find that pretty remarkable. But
And I just, oh, go ahead.
oh no, please
I
do.
just watched a video about a humpback whale that was like floating like kind of on the surface, and you know they were out there fishing and they thought that the whale was dead, but in all actuality it was wrapped around this 15-foot fishing net, and its fins were wrapped around it so it couldn't get away, and it took them like 2 hours to like cut the net off, and you know it's really sad. Like I don't think a lot of people really think about, you know,
Their action.
they don't like. People just throw stuff on the ground. They just throw stuff in the water. Oh yeah, I don't need
That's
this.
okay,
and
people, because the
it's-
fish can consume the toxins, the waste that we put out into the oceans. But guess what? We turn around and eat them. So what do
Yeah.
you think? What do you think we're doing to ourselves?
Yeah.
We think that we're not hurting ourselves, but we're hurting
Basically.
ourselves.
I mean, but in all actuality, we have to understand that we eat fish, you know, and our fish are eating what we don't. You get what I'm saying? So like, why would you want to eat fish if you know you threw your Gatorade bottle in the ocean? Like, come on, guys, get yourself together.
Oh, and your washing detergent, even not saying specifically, but even especially
Waste.
birth control. I mean,
Yeah.
that kind of estrogen goes in the water.
Hormones,
that
yeah.
can affect humans directly, and other animals. You've seen these strange pictures of hermaphroditic fish, and that's a side issue, of course, but
And when you
it's
come
pretty
to
serious.
even here, not just the ocean, a lot of people do flush their medication down the toilet or the drain,
Mhm.
and they sometime they were like going really hard at educating people on not to do that. This is gonna go your sewage system. It's gonna, you know, they clean as much as they can. It's gonna come back into your water, your drinking water again.
Right.
So you basically have all these drugs and medication and antibiotics, all bad medication that you flush down the drain, and some of it might be just dumping the waste there in the ocean.
Yeah. The thing is, we are careless. I know people who have been pretty devoted to the idea of producing zero waste, and apparently they've been successful in doing it. You can live in that way, but it's so hard to.
It's hard.
I think it's hard. It's definitely hard to get it started, but once you're in that process, it gets a lot easier, like so many things. But it's so easy just to say, "Oh, everyone else can take care of it. It's everyone else's problem." But then everyone does that, and then the problem never gets solved.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So okay, so I know this may be a little bit off, but do they burn the trash, the garbage? What do they do with it? Do they bury it?
I thought they don't they bury it?
Well,
They
if you consider a landfill burying it,
A
and
landfill?
I guess you do. I guess you could do that, or they process it. To be fair, I'm not
process
that
it.
up to.
They have different methods, but they have the landfill where they dump everything.
Oh yeah.
What?
Remember that? I remember I sent you a video across Messenger, talking about the guy talking about tampons and
Yeah.
what they make the tampons with,
Yeah.
recycled trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Toxic.
yeah.
It's so
I'm
crazy.
I'm sure there's. I don't know how true that is because I don't have anything to back this up.
Mhm.
But we can look into that for next time and see if that's actually an issue. All right.
Well,
Just
sounds good. Let me see. Oh, I had another good one. We probably only have time for two today. Let me find the other good one. Let's see.
Yeah, you talk about the smartphone zombie apocalypse.
Oh, the smartphone zombie apocalypse.
what is that?
Let's see.
Azalea.
Smartphone zombie apocalypse. There's a new Hawaii law that's targeting people who, you've seen them, I'm sure, walking around on their cell phones,
Yeah.
just bumping into things, eyes down. They're not hearing traffic. They're not hearing anything around. Even worse, they're wearing headphones too.
Yeah.
But they're just there, and they're not interacting with other people. They're very much in their own worlds. And who knows, jaywalking may be causing any number of incidents. Maybe running into cars, maybe running people over. So Hawaii is seeking to institute a law that is going to legislate against these smartphone zombies, as they talk to them. In that, if you're caught in a crosswalk, just looking at your phone and you wander into traffic, or I think even if you're just walking through a
Holding your
crosswalk,
phone.
looking at your phone, you can be cited. I don't think it's a misdemeanor or anything. It's probably just a citation.
Fine.
But still, I mean, that could be $100. It could
That's
be
what
more.
I just want to say. Ask people to pay money, and then they will be the law.
Yeah, but speaking of paying money and the Harrisburg Parking Authority, man, you don't want to park there when it's street cleaning day. Don't mess with them.
Why?
Oh, they'll
Did
give
you
you
get a
they'll give you a
ticket?
ticket. I've gotten so many tickets.
Yeah, that's
Street
everywhere.
cleaning?
No?
If you park in the wrong zone, you get a ticket. If you park and you miss your hourly meter thingy by a minute, and you're there and they're there, they're
Ticket.
not gonna stop. It's like, no, I already bunched this in. Yeah,
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
but
Yeah.
I like that idea. I like that idea very much.
Do you
So
think
is it-
people will fight against
You
that?
should see New York.
no, I think a lot of people have an interest in
Safety.
keeping, but also just keeping people off of cell phones all the time. I understand. Smartphones are great for the most part. It's great to be able to get whatever information you want at any time.
Yeah.
But you do cut yourself off from the outside world if you always have your face in a phone.
Yeah.
And
Your face in the phone.
yeah,
And that's actually one of the subject that we're going to be talking about on the other show, the kidnapping. Like that's part of what you shouldn't do, safety measure wise. And the rapists, they did like a survey at one of the jails. I am not sure. I can find the jail name and let you know. But they did a survey with bunch of rapists that were caught, and they asked them like, what do you look for before you find your victim, and what signs that gives you like an okay, this person will be an easy target. Most of them agreed into if they see you occupied by your purse or your phone, looking on your phone, or just basically not paying attention to your surrounding. And on top of that, the people that fall on, like, don't see holes in the middle of the road and just
just wandered into your car. Like, oh, hey there, Tom.
yeah,
I'm sorry for maiming you.
yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty of it. Y'all don't know how many walls I have ran into
That's not a
because
good
I've been
thing.
looking at my phone. And listen, it happens at work all the time. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll be with a customer. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm like, oh, let me put my phone in my
Okay,
bag.
That
Yeah.
should be your
So-
sign to stop and put that phone down.
But you see, like, we live in a world where,
You're controlled by media.
something is always happening. In my cases, when I'm at work, I feel like nobody messages me when I'm at home, calm, relax. As soon as I get to work, everybody in the world, I just feel like
Everything
they're just like,
can wait.
bing, 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 bing. That's all I hear.
And you know what?
And then I have to put my phone on silent. So, I mean, I'm guilty of it. But, we definitely need to be more aware of our surroundings and be more aware, especially for our children, make sure that we're educating them on the safety tips and safety regulations that you want to do to protect yourself, because cell phones, iPads, Samsung tablets, Microsofts, anything is distracting. So, just be more aware of your surroundings.
And this also gets into the idea of, and I'm not trying to disparage any parents who do it, because I know parenting is difficult. It's very difficult. But that is giving like 1-2-year-old kids your phone or your tablet just to distract them, just to give them something to do. I don't know. I was talking with people before.
That comes when.
Listen.
Oh, I
Listen, Linda.
don't doubt it.
Linda, listen.
But
All
I think
have to
it
do is
I
give
think it
Asher
can mess
Pee
with
Wee
their.
Herman, and he's just like,
When you're in the airplane, 12-hour flight, and you have a electronics
That didn't
do
even work.
about it.
Yeah, well,
You know?
I understand
But-
that part of it, sure.
Yeah, but yeah, it's different when you're sitting and you're doing it for a reason, or you even just doing it when you're safe and you're aware with surroundings. But when you're walking, that just shouldn't be like.
And as with anything else, I'm sure with kids, like, everything in moderation and balance.
Right.
Like you won't want that 16 hours of the day, or
Yeah.
it's gonna cook their brain and fry it. But I'm sure that it's definitely beneficial, especially for learning, because it's interactive.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than a lot of carrying a big thing of toys around.
They might as
I mean,
well argue with you in this. Is like, I learned a lot. I open Bill Nye the Science Guy and do my science project. I learned this from the internet.
Yeah, and if you get
Because I'm against that. I don't let them sit and watch TV or do the internet a lot. But now she's like, look, and she will show me something. I'm like, oh, good, nice. She's like, see? She's trying to prove a point. See? I learned this from the internet. The internet is not bad.
Right.
Yep, so. Anyways, just
uh,
in moderation, like you said, practice
everything
safety.
in moderation, but don't stick your head in your phone and walk across the street.
No.
Just in general, but especially if you're in
Should
Hawaii,
be common sense.
it should be. Lots of things should, though.
But some people don't have common sense.
Yeah,
That's why they say common sense is uncommon.
true, true. But yeah, give them that fine, and trust me, you'll
Mhm.
see less phone.
Yeah.
Zombie.
So
People.
it's probably good for this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So that was it for our news events of the day. We're gonna go ahead and take our first commercial break. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said the first. That's the only commercial break. Go ahead and take a commercial break. When we get back, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the topic of the day, which is educating you stage 2. This is week 3. We're gonna be talking about financing your dream. So we done figured out that it's uncomfortable. We've gone through the motions. Now it's time to get to the meat and potatoes of it. We're gonna get into financing your dreams. So with that, we'll be right back.